Hello there everyone, thank you for clicking on this video. I'm gonna try and keep this intro short because I gotta go to my daughter's school after this and I don't have a whole lot of time. But basically we're looking at a Esper version of Raise the Pass combo with Starscape Cleric and all these life gain creatures. So usually you see this in Orzhov colors, but we're adding blue to add Well of the Forgotten and Philology Archaeologist to dig through our deck even more. And since both of these put cards into your graveyard, it helps to fill your graveyard to get a bigger Raise the Past. So typically you're looking at turn 1 playing either Hinterland Sanctifier or Snarling Gorehound, both of which trigger off of all of our creatures. Hinterland Sanctifier, you just gain life, but Snarling Gorehound, you surveil so that you can dig through your deck a little bit more. Same with Amalia, every time you gain life, you will dig through your deck a little bit further. And then once you filled your graveyard up with a bunch of creatures that cost 2 or less, you use Raise the Past, the 4 mana sorcery. It says return all creature cards with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Hopefully you'll have a Starscape Cleric in the graveyard or on the battlefield, so that when all these creatures come into the battlefield, it'll trigger all the life gain and it'll trigger all the damage from Starscape Cleric. And just in case Starscape Cleric gets removed before all your life gain trigger, maybe you have Ilas Ilkor as well as Bartholomew on the battlefield. That way you can instant speed sacrifice all of your creatures to trigger Ilas Ilkor and drain out your opponent that way. And that's pretty much the gist of the deck. Going 3 colors definitely is a little bit hard on your lands, especially since I'm playing a lot of these surveil lands to help fill up the graveyard, but that also means you don't have a reliable turn 1 play. But we'll see if that hurts the win rate of this deck or not. So without any further ado, let's just get to the games. The little guys. Gonna be bringing back a lot of little guys and then hopefully winning the game. This is kind of a weird hand. Typically you want to go with a 1 mana creature first, but on the play this might be doable. Start off with Life Creed Duo and then Amalia and hope that our opponent isn't full of removal. In this case, they play an island, so hopefully they're not full of bounce spells. Storm Chaser Talent says otherwise. Now we draw the 1 mana creature. Alright, we'll play Life Creed Duo, and then hopefully we draw untapped land next turn, then we can play Hinterland Sanctifier into Amalia if they remove Life Creed Duo. And even if they don't, we can still go Hinterland and Amalia. If we draw that land, of course. Our opponent plays a swamp. So they are a Dimir deck, which could mean a few things, but maybe they're like that pixieless pixie deck. Basically, I think it's just a bunch of bounce, nowhere to run, things like that, yeah. Kind of what we were hoping wasn't going to happen. It's alright. Alright, no land. Alright, we'll go with the Ilas Ilkor. Probably going to be a lot of removal, discard, bounce, things like that. We do need the land though. We need to get up to 4 lands. We have 2 black open. Oh. Okay. They don't want another storm. They have 1 swamp. Oop. Draw that land. Doesn't seem like they have much. Alright, let's see if we can dig into the 4th land as well as... oh, there it is. Well of Forgotten. We'll keep that. And we will actually attack in. Now next turn, we can play the Starscape Cleric as well as the Whale of Forgotten. Nowhere to run. Getting rid of Amalia, I'm assuming. Okay. Do we block that? Nah. Let's just go ahead and do this. Yeah. Play this. And then just play this. I guess we just want another Whale of Forgotten. Oh, I'll attack. Why not? Now, if we raise the past, we get 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures as of right now. Opponent seems to be hurting on lands. Fear of Isolation. Ooh. We just play the other Starscape Cleric. And do this again. Ooh, raise the past. And I think we just do this. Since we're just going to raise the past next turn, doesn't matter if they kill one of our creatures. Doesn't seem like they're holding on to counterspell either. They attack all in. Okay. No Kaito. Well, in that case, let's go Life Creed Duo. Weird one to bounce. I can just replay it. Now they have 2 mana. 2 mana. I don't know where that number came from. They have 5 mana. 5 lands. Go for the talent. Do they go for the Nowhere to Run? Fear of Isolation. Ooh, if they play one more thing. Do we block? Block. I really do think they're holding a counterspell. Oh, yeah. I think it's Whale again. Something like that. Discard a card. Yeah, do it like that. We'll go with no attacks. Go with nowhere to run. Right, they're down to 3 cards. Only one of them is unknown. Guess we'll go ahead and block that. Probably what's going to happen is they're going to know where to run on the Hinterland Sanctifier. Yep. Lose our whole board. We play out a land. And we raise the past. They counter it. They don't counter it, never mind. I don't know what they have, but yeah. I should probably turn off or turn on auto triggers, but I like to have that choice just in case. On the play with a pretty decent hand. Tap mana on turn 1 though. Kinda oof. But I'm gonna keep this. We can start off with the archaeologist. I'm gonna keep the lands because sometimes you get stuck not having not having that 4th land, and it kind of sucks. Yeah, I think this is it right here. At least it'll make for a good blocker. We may have to wail for Forgotten next turn. We need another white land, actually. See, I'm assuming they have like a pump spell. Have a shot. That's freaking awesome. That's like best case scenario right there. All right. Get rid of that. Go like that. Pass the turn. See if they have another shock for the Hinterland Sanctifier. They do not. So next turn we could go for the second Sanctifier and then play Wail the Forgotten. Boar's Charm. So we are up against a burn deck. Ooh. Which is better? I think we have to survey 1, right? Alright. In order to dig for the second white land, I think this is our best choice. Oof. But we need that 4th land more than anything else. Yeah. We need that white mana. No attacks. Okay, show off. And we got it. Alright. So all we need now... Let's see. If we do it now, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 creatures that come back. It's really not quite it, is it? Alright. Let's do this. Okay. Alright. That might do it. We are just one away from getting the Descend 8 on Whale of Forgotten. Alright. I think we have to do it this way. No attacks. Okay, play it again. And now we erase the past. Okay. Yeah, we just fill the grave until we find another raise the past, I think. Alright, so our opponent did give up halfway through our combo. Now, we didn't have the Starscape Cleric, so we weren't doing any damage, but yeah, we were gaining a lot of life. And then what we could do is sacrifice creatures to Bartholomew and get death triggers from Ilkor while growing Bartholomew, Bart, basically, making him a pretty big blocker. Unfortunately, we have no way of blocking Slick Shot Show Off. But after all the life that we gained, I doubt that they can pump it Slick Shot Show Off enough and have enough burn damage to deal us lethal. Though if they had enough pump spells, I guess it's not completely out of the question. Alright. On the draw with a... might be an alright hand. No life gain, unfortunately. But we have the Gorehound. Alright, let's just try this. Never know what you might draw. Alright, we just got 2 tap lands. So we may not have a turn to play. Going up against Boros. So is it Boros Control, Boros Burn? Playing Pain Lands. Normal Mountain. Okay. Boros Burn. Very unfortunate. No turn to play. Yeah, alright. We're not blocking, so might as well attack in. We might be due for a lot of damage. Though we were lucky enough the Boros didn't have a turn 1 play. So, Feathered Flight. They must... I was gonna say, they might be looking for a 3rd land. That's a lot of card advantage there. Ooh, we did get that 4th land. Alright. Well, we could go for Whale of Forgotten, or we could go for Amalia. Maybe we'll talk. Falling Mule. Actually, I think... Who's a better blocker? This is a better blocker. We have a second one in hand. There. No attacks. Obviously, we can't block the Emberheart Challenger. Manifold Mouse is gonna hurt. Especially if they have a pump spell. Okay. They draw land. Do they have that pump spell? Oh. Well, I am gonna block. Oh, that's... No. That's a no-go. I think it has to be like this. I hate to do it this way, but oh no, wait. They probably have the... They have another one, don't they? Yeah. And that's game, unfortunately. Yeah, that was a lot of bad draws and a bad opening hand against a yeah, a lot of things went bad, basically. All right, on the play, and fairly decent hand. We are missing blue mana, but hopefully we can find it between Hinterland Sanctifier and Amalia. Against red. We found our blue land. We'll dump the Gorehound. We'll go all attack. I doubt they'll block. We're not going to block with Amalia because we need Amalia to start filling the graveyard. Opponent gets in, we'll go with no blocks. Kind of figured that they probably wanted to play more creatures out. Interesting. Okay, let's go here. We can leave this on top so that when we play Life Create Duo, we'll get the land. Is that what we want? No, because we don't even have Raise the Past yet. Can go for Lasso Core. We'll dump that. And one attack. Oh. That's so awesome. If they're using their pump spells just to block, that is so awesome for us. I mean, probably means they have more pump spells, and they did get that +1/+1 counter on the Heartfire Hero during our turn, but I still think it's better than them playing it offensively. Okay, they go for the frenzy. And we could kill the challenger. This is not good though. Do we take a turn off to whale? Or alright, yeah. All of these, what we want is... Do we have a Molly in hand? I guess that's a core. And the archaeologist next turn? Or no, likely duo next turn, I think. Though we might be too late. We didn't find our Raise the Past, and we did kind of skip out on fourth land. So let's just do this. Okay, we just need the fourth land. Like I said, I think we might be too late. Let's see what their last card is. Weird. I mean, yeah, that's okay. Good game. Yeah, I couldn't find that fourth land, and then that sucks. We got the Raise the Pass a little bit too late. We go first, so yeah, let's try it. Go with Likely Duo. Again, missing blue land. Only blue spells, I think, is the whale and the archaeologist. Up against probably Dimir. We drew 3. I think we only have 3, don't we? Nope. I guess I do play all 4. But we drew 3 Amalias. That's always wonderful. They have the cut down. It's unfortunate. Okay. I've got the Verge. Guess we'll play Amalia out as a blocker. One block. Ooh, Kaito.
Be jealous of my talent. I've seen scarier things in a bowl of noodles. Aha. Now I know your weakness.
So, okay, they 0 Kaito, so we can at least get in for 2 damage. We need another land. We can whale to see if we can get that 4th land. Or do we just want the 3rd Raise the Pass? I think we want the land. Unfortunately, it comes in tapped. Tap.
Must keep fighting.
we don't have a lot of creatures in there. Our opponent doesn't seem to know their next step either. They play a tap land. Play Spyglass Siren. And the talent. That's 3 talents. That's pretty good.
Never.
Oh, they go for the +1 on the Kaito. We can raise the pass. We'll gain 4 life, I think. Wow. Yeah. So we want to fill the graveyard as much as we can. Alright, well, that was not the best. Try to kill Kaito. Okay, big block. Turn. They are down to 2 cards in hand. Pour me some coffee. Yep. They go to level 2. They grab a cut down. Who do they go for? Okay. Okay. I'm okay with that.
Anywhere.
1 block. Submit 1. Pass. Alright. Yeah, okay. My turn. We play this 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I think first and foremost, let's just get rid of Kaito.
They fought so hard.
And then yeah, I guess we'll do this. We'll keep this one. I don't know. Opponent kind of... I know I was going a little bit slow, but opponent gave up pretty quick on that one. On the play, we've been pretty lucky today. Been on the play quite a bit. Could go turn 1, Meticulous Archive, turn 2, Elas Il Core, or Life Reduo. Yeah, well, Forgotten. Excuse me. We have ways to gain life. We don't have any ways to dig through our deck other than Whale of Forgotten. But hopefully that'll be enough. So I'm going to keep this. We do want more lands. But I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to keep it for now. against black. Duress. There goes the raise the past. They could possibly get rid of our Whale of the Forgotten. Oh, they go for raise the past. Play out my Life Grid Duo. I figured Life Grid Duo is the least likely to get killed right away. Especially since they've seen our hand and know that we have two other... Okay. Oh, okay. Seacrum Coast. I'm not sure what the right answer here is, but I'm just gonna do this. I guess I'm gonna take a whale. Next turn we can play Bart as well as Whale of Forgotten. Though honestly, they don't really do anything on the battlefield. Bart really is only here for when you have LSL Core. Oh, there it is. LSL Core as well in there. And get, oh, come on. Come on. Second Duress. Deep Cavern Bat. But no removal. So they're just all about the hand disruption, huh? Well, we're just gonna play out everything. We don't have any removal in our deck other than for Whale of Forgotten. Which really isn't a removal. Shadowy Backstreet. Okay, so we might be in for a really bad loss here. At least we can block the slasher. But next turn, we have another one. Okay, this is what I wanted. We have to block one of the slashers. But now we can't. And we have to draw. We have to draw, well, raise the past, which we did. It's kind of nice. Okay. No whale, okay. Alright. Yeah, hold on one second. Gameplay, let's just turn on auto trigger abilities. Don't want to concede. And a lot of lands. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just play this. Get the tap land out of the way. We are back up to 20. Aquazot, okay. Block there. I guess block there. Alright, so this should hopefully kill all the creatures. Whew. Alright, that's what we call a like last minute. If we did not draw that raise the past when we did, that was a game over. We would have lost. So that was the game giving us the win. Thank you, deck. Thank you. You did well. On the draw, with an actually pretty good hand. I'll keep this. The only thing would have been better is if we were on the play against Selesnya. So maybe maybe we're up against the Overlord deck with Zur. Ashwood Verge. Up the Beanstalk, yeah. Okay. See if we can find Raise the Past. Will of the Forgotten. I actually want to keep that. It digs a little bit deeper. Though maybe it would have been better to get rid of it and then because next turn we're just going to be playing out Hinterland Sanctifier, another creature to dig deeper. Got tap land, another Up the Beanstalk. So we are kind of on a timeline here. Land. 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 Okay. That was really unfortunate. Now they could have a sweeper. What's it called? The well, there's a whole bunch of sweepers now, right? Like split up. Obviously, they don't have enough mana for the Sunfall. But next turn, I want to play Bart so that we can get rid of. We can start sacrificing our creatures they try to exile. They did play Split Up. Okay. That's a lot of lands. Just Raise the Past, but we barely have any creatures in the graveyard. If they play Sunfall, like I said, we can always sacrifice to Bart. Kind of wondering if that's what their plan is right now. Overlord, okay. Okay, Wonder City Sewers. Don't need any more lands. Starscape Cleric. And just play Bart. Is that one? And then one attack. Play block. End the turn. He usually these decks usually don't play counter spells, so I don't think I have to worry about Raise the Past being countered. Hopefully they don't play any sort of discard, like Duress. But it seems like they're very Selesnya heavy, white and green, so I don't think I have anything to worry about. The Everywhere land kind of makes me nervous because they have access to black with that, but the fact that they're not playing any black lands, I assume means they're not playing any black spells. Again, I can just sacrifice all my creatures to Bart. Okay. We'll just sacrifice it. Now they could leyline binding the cleric as soon as it hits the battlefield. That way I don't gain any it gets exiled before I gain any life. So let's kind of test the waters here, see. Yeah, so they have a leyline binding. But we're gonna do this anyway, because we're gonna go through so many cards. You do realize I'm just gonna get it back, right? Yep. And pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much it. Done. Boom. Ugh. So hopefully I can end this video on a win and rank up. If not, then I'm cutting this game. Either way, this is going to be the last game I play. On the draw, this is kind of a hard keep because I have no way of putting creatures into the graveyard. But we do have Raise the Past, so, and we have a turn 1, turn 2 play. And seems like we might be on the mirror. Ooh, Vanguard. So I think they're just a dedicated mono white life gain. Okay, Gorehound. This is Gorehound. Though, the most mana efficient way of doing it would have been to play the Life Tree Duo and the next turn Gorehound into Bart. But I'm trying to get as many triggers from the Gorehound as possible. Well, I guess that would have been the same amount anyway. Yeah, we'll go into this. Oof. I kind of want to keep that. Opponent plays Ruin Lurker Bat. They might attack in with the bat just to, wow. Opponent plays everything out. Or not. We'll just double block it. Okay, they found something on top. Alright. Ooh, that was pretty good. We'll keep it on top. They can get in with their bats, but... well, I guess they kept something on top, whatever it is. Oh, okay, 9 Errant. Okay. Shadowy Backstreet. Don't need any more lands. Whale of Forgotten. Yes, another Whale of Forgotten. Attacks. Then we'll raise the past next turn. I mean, that's a lot of life gain. I guess I could have blocked with all 3. No. That wouldn't have been that smart, I guess. Or do I want to whale first? If I whale, who do I get rid of? Whale, and then what? No, I think I raised the past here, right? No, don't need that anymore. Yeah, let's just dump it all. Okay. Well, opponent gave up. I'm not sure why. But hey, ranked up again. Maybe I'll get to platinum before the end of the month. Anyways, yeah. I think that's pretty much all I have for this deck, so let's just break the deck down. And that concludes the gameplay portion of the video. So what did you all think? Was it worth it to splash the blue to go 3 colors in this deck? Personally, I think it was. I think the blue definitely helps to make the milling and adding cards to your graveyard a bit more consistent. The only problem is I probably don't have the lands figured out. It's kind of a hodgepodge of, well, lands right now, but I think we can make it a little bit more consistent so that I don't have too many tap lands and that I can get that 4th land for Raise the Past a little bit more consistently. With all the surveying, the Amalias, and the Well of the Forgottens, I figured finding the lands wouldn't be too much of a problem, which it hasn't been, but there were a couple games where I was stuck on 2 or 3 lands. There was a Orzhov version that used Amalia, Bart, and Ilasso Core with the Starscape Cleric and did pretty well in a tournament. And there were also other Esper versions using Raise the Past. But basically, I took that Esper deck and just went all in on these 3 cards. And overall, I think it worked out pretty well. Probably don't need 4 of each of these, seeing as all 3 of them are legendary creatures. But the nice thing is when you bring them back with Raise the Past, the legendary rule like automatically makes you sacrifice any copies, which can trigger the LSL Core's the death trigger. And another thing, so I'll leave a link in the description below, but I found a YouTuber who played a very similar deck, and his version, I have to say that I think his version was a lot more efficient and, well, better. And I just want to talk about the main differences. So he had 4 copies of Greedy Freebooter, Picklock Prankster. So this was a card that I probably should have had in this version of the deck as well, but I completely just blanked that that card even existed. And then he played one of the Tale of Tamio. It's a 3-mana enchantment. First 3 chapters says, mill 2 cards. If 2 cards that share a card type were milled this way, draw a card and repeat this process. And then the final chapter says, exile any number of target instant, sorcery, and or Tamio Planeswalker cards from your graveyard. Copy them. You may cast any number of the copies. So with this, essentially you just want to, you're hoping to hit 2 creatures, and then just continue to mill creatures. Maybe you'll draw Raise the Past or Well of the Forgotten. But either way, the final chapter, even if you end up milling the Raise the Past, you can exile it with the final chapter and cast it that way. And then he was also running 1 copy of Revenge of the Rats. 4 mana, 2 and 2 black, sorcery. Create a tapped 1/1 black rat creature token for each creature card in your graveyard. Since your whole goal is to fill your graveyard with creatures, when you play this, there should be a decent amount of creatures in the graveyard, and then you'll get plenty of rats. Just remember that they come in tapped. Also has flashback, so if you end up milling this card, it's no problem, you can still cast it. And sometimes a card like this is all you need to come back from a losing position. Those were like really great ideas for this deck, and personally I'm probably going to try it out on my private playing time. That sounded really wrong, but yeah, I'll leave a link below, so check it out if you're interested. And that's pretty much all I have to say about this deck. If you've gotten this far in the video, I'm I'm gonna say thank you very much. I appreciate your support. Please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. And until next time, I don't know, stay awesome. I promise I'm gonna come up with like a better little ending phrase. All right, bye.